gracious. See, this is the problem with doing technology when you're supposed to be having somebody else help you. There we go.
Pat.
Hey, Pat.
Hello.
How are you doing, sir? We are only two people here.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. This is my first time doing this breakout room. I thought I had it nailed, but as you can tell, it doesn't go. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good.
Yeah, we are doing great. How are you, Pat?
Good, real good, real good. Where are you calling from, sir?
I'm calling from Dallas, Texas.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
Dallas has got some nice weather now, haven't you? Or did you get that rain that came through a few weeks ago?
Not few weeks ago, just the last week. So we had some rain and also we had some flurries this last week, and people had some fun. Because it's rare to see snowflakes in Texas, right?
That is. See, we're both in Michigan. David and I are both in Michigan, so we see.
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. I used to have.
Out of the year, I mean, it's crazy anymore. I don't know.
Right. I used to have a few friends in Lansing, near Detroit. Yeah. Later they moved to Dallas, and one of my friends moved to California, so.
Awesome. Now, how long you been in Dallas? You've been in Dallas for quite some time?
Actually, I moved to Dallas from New Jersey in 2013. I lived in New Jersey for 17 years, and here it's 6 years in Dallas, Texas. So overall 20, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So now, do you own properties, investing in properties? What?
Yeah, I do invest in properties, and me and my friends actually owned my first property in McAllen, 44 units.
Yep.
Then in 2017 and in 2019, same group, we actually syndicated another deal, and it's 100 units in Wichita Falls, Texas.
What was the name of the city?
Wichita Falls.
Oh, okay.
Yes, in Texas. Yeah, because there's another Wichita in Kansas, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. And also I raised, I syndicated 3 other deals with Ashcroft Capital. They are very big in multifamily.
Yep.
So
yeah.
Yeah. So I raised close to 2.5 million in 3 deals.
Wow.
So in 2019, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So. Awesome. So that's it so far. So what I did was during COVID, I thought maybe, so the market is slowing down. So I thought of preparing for the CCIM certificate, the commercial investment member. So I passed all the core exams and actually waiting for the portfolio. So hopefully this year I may get the PIN,
Wow.
Nice. That's impressive.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, I'm just saying that's impressive.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, so are you a broker by trade? Is that
No, I'm not a broker. That's what I'm having some difficulty in creating my portfolio, because most of the times the CCMs are the brokers and dealers, right? Broker dealers. So I'm actually a full-time employee in a law firm in IT industry. So when I try to submit my portfolio, they are telling me you are not a broker and all, but let me see what will happen, maybe if I can convince them, so if I would have known before, I would not have spent a lot of money on passing all the tests, it's expensive, each course is like, $1,700, something like that.
So
there are 4
in
of them.
Texas, though, is it the fact that you have to get licensed to do the syndication, or you just?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's syndication. No, actually what happened was, even though I'm a syndicator, but I'm a co-sponsor too. I have equity in the deal too.
Okay.
Yeah, in Ashcroft deals, all the deals I raised capital, I'm an equity partner too. But mine is a minuscule, but still I'm an equity partner, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So now on the raise of 2.5 million, and I'm sorry, David, if you want to ask questions, please don't let me dominate the conversation here.
Oh, you're good. I mean, these are good questions. I'm thinking the same.
The reason I'm asking, I want to ask you is as a capital raiser, what, you don't have to be specific, but when you raise a 2.5 million, can you give me an idea of what percentage in the deal that you were? Meaning that you obviously were on the GP side. How much of that was it? 80?
Yeah, I'm on the. Mhm. Yeah. So what happened was on the GP side, usually, okay. So here is the deal. So it's a little difficult to explain the percentage that I was involved. But what happens is you get some in the upfront, okay, on the front end, front loading, and then there are two other opportunities when you get money back. Let us say if after a couple of years, if they refinance it, okay, you will have a percentage in that, okay, because you are equity partner. And also when they sell the property at the end of the deal, maybe it could be 3 years or it could be 5 years, whatever, how many years it takes the deal for selling. So at the end of the deal also you will get an equity, in the profit also. Yeah. So it will be like, what happens is some of the deals are 80-20, some of the deals are 70-30. Okay. So whatever your percentage is in the actual initial, the capital rise or something like that, then you will get. So anywhere between, let us say, yeah, I can say 2 to 10% as a GP. 2 to 10%. It all depends on deal to deal, so something like that. Let us
probably
say
how much you're bringing in, right? Okay.
Yes, exactly,
okay.
exactly. Yeah,
That's about normal. I've been reason I'm asking these questions. I'm looking for capital raisers. My partner and I are looking at a couple buildings where there are 100 units, areas. So I'm trying to line up some capital raisers and or partners to do this. So that's why I appreciate you sharing that with me. And that's
Yeah, sure.
That's the feeling that I'm getting. And now, did you put your contact information in the thing so I can reach
Yes.
out later?
Yes, Pat. Actually, I'm the first person who put my contact in there.
Awesome.
With
Okay.
my name, full name, email address, mobile number, phone number, and what I do. So yeah, it is there in the beginning itself.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Now, are you just just in Texas?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, so you're in Dallas, Texas is your market then, basically, right?
I mean, it is not only Texas area, but in the DFW area, the prices have gone up. There's a lot of competition. California and New York, New Jersey, they are coming in, pouring in money, and they are actually overbidding. So got to expand my scope, to Oklahoma or North Carolinas, and so something like that. So slowly trying to study the other markets
how
as
do you
well.
feel how do you feel about Georgia?
Georgia is also a good one to begin with. Yes, Atlanta is doing good, and so yeah.
Good. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm gonna reach out to you. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
All right. Awesome. Well, listen, we got about like a minute left here, and
Okay.
all the questions. I know maybe David want to have another go at it there. We're gonna be leaving here in about a minute. But this has been great. Thank you for joining, and we'll do this again. We're gonna go back into the main room, and we'll break out and hopefully get a different set of people to talk to. And
yeah.
we'll get
Sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, sorry about that. I got a call from my brother, basically, and I just got a letter for a lease we returned saying he's got a $1,000 bill for exterior damage on a car that has no damage on it. So it's telling me, like, what the hell is this? So sorry about that.
No, dude, that's okay. I
No
apologize
worries.
for hogging the time.
No problem. It was nice meeting you too, by the way.
Yes, definitely nice meeting you.
What do you do, David?
Go back in the...
David, what do you do?
Oh, yeah, 6 seconds, sweet.
Right, all right. All right, we're waiting for people to come back in here. Was that enough time, or did we need more time?
I have a question.
Oh, go right ahead.
Do we break out? Yeah. Do we break out into multiple rooms or just one?
Just one at a time. I put you in there with like 3 or 4 different people, and then I'm going to do it again here with 3 or 4 people as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Good
I will.
question.
Yeah.
Is 10 minutes enough, or do we want to do?
Yeah, I think it's enough.
Okay. Because what we'll do is we'll do one more 10-minute.
Go
ahead.
On the, I'm on my phone, and the chats, when you send us to the breakout rooms, I lost all the contact info. Oh, never mind. Frank just took care of it for me.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I was in another room and I just lost my contact info too.
If everybody clicks on the chat, it should pop up, but then within the chat, you'll see the 3 dots. You can, and then actually, I just emailed it to you, so you should have it. Hope you got it, but it should pop up.
Thank you for saying that, Frank. I was just going to say that. Did everybody hear that, or was I the only one that got cut out here?
Well, I see the chat. I see an email address. Somebody on there that said he left his information on a chat, and it's just.
Well, if you open to the chat box, click on the chat box.
Who are you looking for?
I did, and there's one person.
There's a
that's not who I was talking
bar
to.
on the right-hand side, and the last one that I see in here is Miguel.
Are
you on a?
Oh yeah, you on an iPad?
Oh, if he was in your local,
bad me, huh?
if he was in your local chat room, I don't think it'll appear on the public one.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
Yeah. And what I
didn't realize that when I was talking to him. It's okay.
Yeah, Michelle, it's always a good idea whenever you join next time. I use like a desktop, so a lot of features are there, so it's very helpful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. All right. We'll do one more 10-minute, and let me set this up, make sure we're ready to roll here for 10 minutes.
Woohoo.
All right. Hopefully we've scrambled the room, so hopefully everybody will get a room here, and we'll rock and roll.
Hey, Pat, can you hear me?
Hey, hello. How you doing, Hartford?
All right. How you been doing?
Good, man. Trying to figure out this break room thing. I fancy myself as being technology, but man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, the first one I was in, I guess nobody liked my name. Nobody was in there but me. But
I'm sorry about that. This one here, I've got to learn to play around with it. So I made sure everybody was in a room before I came in. So, which is good. So how things going, man? Good?
They're going good. We're still trying to get this building down. Actually, I was emailing the seller because our lawyer just got back to us about the contract, and some things they want the seller to update, just little things.
Okay.
To make sure that, we're covered on. But hopefully we can get this going because it's been going on for a couple of months now. So, yeah, we're looking forward to getting this one down.
At least you're moving forward. Baby steps.
Yeah. Yep. Baby steps.
Awesome. That's awesome. So now
it all goes well.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So now you said it's just little stuff that your lawyers kind of come up with, right?
Exactly. So we sent the seller, well, I sent the seller a 6-page contract, because it's just one seller and they're like, keep it simple. He came back with a 31-page contract, a lawyer. So I said, well, I need to show this to the lawyer. So that's why I got my lawyer involved. And there's just some things that is just slightly weighted to the seller. Like if there's something there that's not right, we lose our earnest money. And she's like, no, you don't lose your owner's money if there's something already wrong with the building. Things like that, little things that I'm hoping that the seller doesn't really nitpick about, because I mean, it's only fair. But as far as the overall agreement, as far as the structure of the deal, it's still the same. So I'm hoping she's like, okay, yeah, we'll just fix these little things and we can move forward.
And get going. Well, that's good. That's good. That's awesome. Well, listen, hey, Buck, how are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, I don't think he can hear. I wasn't sure if he could hear me or not. I sent him a.
Let's see.
But he hasn't responded.
Okay. I just want to make sure that we don't carry on conversation and forget that. Buck, if you're out there, you can
right.
jump in if you want to. Well, this is good. This is the first time I was able to use the breakout rooms. I've increased my marketing, so now I'm getting more people to join, which is nice. I like being able to break out and have other people to, not that I don't like you guys, don't get me wrong, but more, because there's some people on here from Dallas, which is great.
Okay.
I just talked to a gentleman from Dallas, and he just raised $2.5 million last year. So I'm like, that's who I need to talk to, stuff like that. So
right.
Which is nice.
How's your deal going? The one you were doing?
Both those deals are dead. The LOI ran out last Friday. What we tried to do, we had two properties we were trying to buy, 246 units. It was going to be $6 million raise. I just couldn't get any capital raisers to do it. So we broke one of the 120 units off, put an LOI on that. And the partnership wanted to sell them together. I'm like, come on, they're dispersing the partnership, and selling off one of them really wouldn't help them. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I mean, we had a good call with the broker. In fact, my partner's going down there to Augusta Sunday, so he'll be there Sunday to Thursday next time, and the brokers will be there showing him some other properties that are off market. So hopefully we'll get one wrestled to the ground here fairly soon. So yeah, it's trying to get the sellers off their kilter, but it was a good learning experience. We learned a lot about the area. We still love the area. It's just a matter of getting that right property. So doing things like this is helping. Networking and seeing who I can bring on my deal. In fact, another gentleman that is in Texas I met, he raised $11 million in 72 hours. And I'm like,
well, he has serious connections.
Yes, he does. I'm like, oh, okay. So I showed him the deal. He says, if I wasn't closing, he's closing 1,000 units in March. He goes, if I wasn't closing a unit, this looks good, I would definitely be. I'm like, oh my God. So, I mean, that's great. I mean, that's great. So that's what I'm looking for, is people like that can come in and, execute on stuff like that. Because, depending where you're going, these buildings cost, a couple, $3 million, and I don't have that change laying around the house.
Right. Yeah. I'm hoping that we get this building done by February, and then by third, fourth quarter, we'll be able to start working on a second one. I'm hoping that's the plan for this year.
That's good.
I've been doing my research on Save-A-Lot type buildings. As far as Save-A-Lot specifically, they've been going through some restructuring, and they had some financial difficulties, and they've been closing some stores, but there's a lot of competitors like Save-A-Lot that I'm researching to see if they'll be interested in coming into the area. My theory or assumption is, I should say, is that, you get one of those stores that, in good times, you still got people coming, and bad times, you're going to have more people coming. And having that be an anchor store to other, like Boost Mobile, or, the other stores that like to grow into something like a Save-A-Lot. So that's my project after we get this one done, is to look into something like that.
Oh, that sounds good. I mean, that sounds like a viable thing, just like what Craig was talking about earlier, is, repurposing some of these things that are, existing, right? I mean, they're going to have these companies are going to have to unload some of this stuff, and if you can come up with a viable thing,
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, that's awesome. That's cool. So how many Save-A-Lots? Are they a national chain? I think I've seen them.
Oh yeah, they're a national chain. Actually, it's a whole thing called food deserts, and Save-A-Lots and companies like those focus on food deserts where, there may be a rural area where there's no grocery store for 20 miles.
Gotcha.
And they'll put in a Save-A-Lot there. And I said there's several companies like that I've been researching. And there's been some Save-A-Lots that have been closing around here because of the restructuring that they're doing.
Okay.
But that space is already there. All you gotta do is slap another name on it. You got the refrigeration and all those other things. So that's what I'm working on.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
So that's my project after I get this building done.
One step at a time, right? Well, that's cool. Hey, at least you get the building
step.
done. I mean, that's the cool part, dude. At least you've got, you're going and getting the building done. So that's the way to do it. So we're going to lose each other here.
All right. Yeah, I'll see you on the other.
We'll get back in the other room here and
okay. I'll see you over there.
Seconds. And we'll see you on the other side, buddy.
Okay. Yep.
Wow, we only got 3, 5, 6, shit. All righty, everybody's returning now. Okay. Awesome. I think everybody's back. We lost a few people there. Did everybody get to a different room? I tried to make sure that I got everybody in a different room, hopefully. Okay. And also, before everybody leaves here, please, again, make sure your contact information is in the chat. So what I'll do is I have everybody's email, and I'll send the chat information out to everybody, so you have the contact information. But again, in the chat window, you click on the chat, and the box pulls up, and where it says to everyone, and then it says a little file there, and those 3 little dots on the far right-hand side, click on those dots, and it says save the chat, and you can save the chat down to your desktop. So you don't have to worry about copying everybody's name as it scrolls by 10,000 a minute. You can do that. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Frank. Thank you very much for coming on and giving us your knowledge in the CPA world there. I appreciate that very much. And thank you for that. And then we got one more minute here. Our next meeting will be in 2 weeks, and that is January. And I should have had this date on top of my head, but I apologize. Not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, which will be January 27th. Which
27th.
Yep. Thank you very much. Which will be our next meeting. Same format. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Please come and join us again on the 27th. And thank you very much. And we'll talk to everybody then.
Thank you for having me, Pat.
No problem, Frank. Thank you very much for coming and instilling your knowledge.
And if anybody wants to reach out, I can be contacted at reitaxcpa.com. And then next Tuesday night, I'm actually doing a Zoom meeting on there going over more tax information for investors from single family to larger deals. If anybody's interested, feel free, reach out and go from there. But really
Awesome.
appreciate everyone tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you very much. In fact, when I send out the email, folks, I'll put up, Frank, I'll put your information down there. So if you can email it over to me, the link and stuff, and I'll shoot that out to everybody again, so we can get more people attending that. But yes, again, thank you very much for everybody joining, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye now, guys.
Bye.
All right. Good.